Hi guys, welcome. So I had a couple of people email me with questions, and I made a video about this. I just haven't put it public yet. I'm going to answer these questions, but going forward, I can't keep answering the emailed questions that come to me because I don't want to keep the people in the chat room waiting. So I will release a video about what my special prices are, because I have like 5 questions from people that they emailed me overnight, and I just can't keep up with them through the emails. But I made another video about that. So the first one is that RR wants to know if she's at the right doctor. So RR, is RR at the right doctor? So I do think that you're at the right doctor. You got 1 ace. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords. So that indicates to me that, what that indicates to me is that your treatment will start and it's going to pick up. Your recovery is going to pick up. So if this just started, right, and you're not seeing much progress, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse means that something is coming fast. And the Knight of Swords means that something is coming fast, because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Had he been upright, that would mean that that it's slow, right? But in reverse, it's picking up. So whatever treatment you started, I think you're going to start to see some results. Okay, I plan on going live later tonight. So the other questions that were emailed to me, I will answer them when I go live later, because I want to get through some of these people that are waiting here in the chat room. So if you emailed me today or last night, I will get them done today. Hell. What's my twin flames? What my twin flame told his karmic about me? I'm a Pisces. My twin flame is an Aquarius, and his karmic relationship is a Taurus. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are you sure that he's spoken about you? You got the 7 of Pentacles here, which kind of indicates that he feels like he got nowhere. Well, if this is what he said, now I can't swear to what somebody says, but the card suggests that he feels like he put in a lot of effort, he got nowhere. The cards also suggest that he's crying over spilt milk with the 5 of Cups. The 3 of Cups in reverse indicates there's a third party here. So this could be that you're the third party in their relationship, and the karmic relationship Taurus doesn't like it. Or this can indicate, I'm going to say that that's what it means. So I'm not really sure what exactly he said about you, but it feels like he got nowhere with you and that he put in a lot of effort. Maybe he did say that to the karmic person. That would be kind of steep. you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's like, I kind of let it go because I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. More or less. How does my gem feel about me? And am I the only one for him? Okay, let me ask. I'm going to ask that part first. Am I the only one for the Gemini? Is more or less the only one for the Gemini? 70% chance that as of right now, you are the only person around him. You're the only person that he's interested in. Now, let me see. What was the other part of that question? Oh, how does the gem feel about me? Okay. How does the gem feel? How does the gem feel? Okay, so the High Priestess here is in reverse, which means somebody here is not using their intuition. So if you have been doubting yourself, or if you've been doubting your gut feelings, go with it, because your gut's onto something. The Five of Pentacles indicates here for some reason he's worried about money, and the Empress is here, which means that this person sees you. This is the Venus card, so this is like abundance, love, fertility, the Earth Mother. It could be the birth of a child, the conception of a child, anything that has to do with the planet Venus. This is a positive sign that this person has positive, strong feelings for you. They are worried about money, but definitely listen to your intuition. Okay. SS, does the Gemini miss me? I'm only getting a 33% chance with one ace that the Gemini misses you. The Victory card is in reverse, which would also indicate that this person is not focused right now on missing somebody or on anybody specific. But the Eight of Pentacles indicates that he's working hard on something. This is probably, it's usually something work or career related. So I think whoever this, whoever the Gemini is, they're focused right now more on a work project than they are a person. Kesha, how does Patrick feel since I told him I could be pregnant with his baby? Is he going to step up and be the father? Okay. Is he going to step up and be the father? No, sorry, Dill. Let me have that card. Oh, boy. Okay, so you didn't get any aces, but that's okay. So the first card here is the Hanged Man in reverse, which indicates he gets out of feeling stuck. So if he's been stuck lately and he's not moving forward, he's going to get himself unstuck. The Three of Swords, he's waiting for his ship to come in. It might take him a minute for this information to sink in, and he's sort of digesting it. And the last card here is the King of Wands. So even though it's not showing a percentage-wise because there aren't any aces, that doesn't mean 0% chance. To me, what this means is he's digesting it. He's going to move forward. He may need a little time. And there's a fire sign here. So the Wands would be a fire sign. If somebody is a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, then this would be telling us that this is who we're talking about, him or you. I think he needs a little bit more time. I don't think that he's told things will be moving forward for you guys. Wait, I missed somebody here. Rochelle, is Matthew the father of Samantha's baby? Okay, let's see. Is Matthew the father of Samantha's baby? I'm only getting here a 33% chance he's the father. There's also the 5 of Rods here, which indicates that there's a lot of bickering and arguments going on, or there will be. I'm not sold that he's the father, not with these cards. If you know of somebody else that it could be, I can ask that question. You know, if you think it's, you know, Bob or somebody else, I can always ask. SS, did you have another question? Aside from the one about the Gemini missing you? If you do, type it down there because I don't see it. And I'll answer it next. Floor, does T know that I will marry W? If yes, how did he know this information? Okay. Does T know that I will marry W? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he knows that you're going to marry this person. The 8 of Cups is in reverse, and so is the 10 of Swords, which indicates that he may be feeling a little bit betrayed or like he's walking away from something. So I don't think that he knows. I'm thinking he may be suspecting it, but he doesn't know for sure. SS, what does he feel when he watches my Instagram story? Does he feel like texting me, or does he feel like being my boyfriend? Okay. Does he feel like texting? I get a 33% chance that he feels like texting. Now, let me see if he feels like being your boyfriend. Does he feel like being her boyfriend? I only get a 33% chance that he does. The Fool here is in reverse, which indicates, now it could be him. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you. But the Fool in reverse would indicate that somebody does something without thinking. And there could be consequences for that reason. So I would be careful with either what you post. It could be something about something that you doing something without thinking things through. And the last card is the Knight of Cups, which would also indicate he's not thinking along boyfriend status right now, not at this moment in time. Which doesn't mean that it's not going to change in the future. That could change in the future. Could change tomorrow, but you know, as of right now. Charlie, what do the spirits want me to know this month? Okay, angel cards. Let's see. Okay, the first card here, Ego, Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. The 8 of Earth, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. The last card here is the Page of Air. Logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays, or change in plans. The truth is delivered without tact. I would say here to be mindful that you're not holding yourself back. And I know that I've been guilty of this a million times in my life, finding a million excuses not to do something or a million excuses why things wouldn't work out. And it's usually based on fear or something that scares us. Fear-based thoughts, that's what it says. So I would say try to let go of fear and go for it, whatever it is that you've been working on, and skilled work will be rewarded. So if you're putting in the effort and you have some kind of a skill that you've been honing, you're going to be successful in it. And don't let delays hold you up. There's delays when it comes to everything. So annoying. I hate that. Bose, why is my ex stalking me on social media? Everybody stalks. I repeatedly tell people over and over again to not stalk because they are not seeing the truth, and that Facebook and Instagram and social media are holograms, and people are only putting up there what they want people to believe, but people still stalk. They think that they're finding out something, and meanwhile they're not. He wants to know what you're doing, and he thinks that by going on your page he's going to find out. Justin, who do I choose, Omar or the guy in my class? Okay, let's see. Should we choose Omar? So you get a 33% chance that you should choose Omar, and the Two of Swords is in reverse, and there's also some bickering here with the Five of Swords. But I feel like for some reason you and Omar have a connection, and I don't think that you should let that go so quick. I know it might be a little bit rough, especially with the Five of Swords, but I wouldn't give up on that yet. Now let me see. Should you choose the guy from your class? Haha, this is very interesting. So you got one ace, which is 33% that you should choose the guy from your class. You got the Two of Swords here again, which means either being indecisive, not making the decision, but he's got the Sun card. So the cards are leaning towards the guy in your class. However, like I said, I feel like you have some kind of a connection or unfinished business with Omar. So I wouldn't cut anybody out completely. Not until you have a commitment from one person. There's no reason why you can't entertain both. That's my 2 cents. More or less. Should I be worried about work? Should I be worried about work? All right. Okay, I got a 70% chance with 2 aces that you should be concerned with work. The last card here is the Hierophant in reverse, which in reverse, it could be feeling spiritually unconnected or disconnected. So here's my advice. Years ago, I was teaching yoga. I was working at a full-time job that I had been at for 14 years, and I was working my part-time job. And the company I was at full-time, they were updating the computer system, and I had a funny feeling that this computer system was going to take over my job. I used to do billing, and the billing was a sales order. It would come to me, I would turn it into an invoice, and that was like half my job. I did other things too. But the more that I was going through this new computer training, I was like, this computer is taking over my job. They're not going to need me anymore. And I even said that to my bosses. I'm like, you guys aren't going to need me. Of course, they were like, oh, yeah, of course we're going to need you, blah, blah. I mean, they could have just been honest with me because I would have understood. I was teaching full-time. I was working part-time. I would have been totally fine with cutting back my hours or being okay with an end date. But instead, they laid me off. And I had this feeling that it was coming. It was like, I just knew it was coming. And I kept saying, they're going to get rid of someone and that person's going to be me. I know it is. Now, of course, is that the law of attraction? And I focused on it and that's what happened. Or was it my intuition? Either way, I got laid off from that job. And of course, I'd never qualified for unemployment because I always had other jobs. So my suggestion is, if you are feeling unstable or you're getting that intuitive feeling, I would start putting feelers out there, switch careers, look into something else. You could stumble upon something that makes you much happier. If you're feeling a little bit concerned, just for the fact that you asked the question makes me feel like in your gut, you're feeling like something is wrong. And I wouldn't wait. When you get laid off, it's like the worst feeling in the world. They make you feel like a criminal. It's like, listen, I'm not going to blow the place up. I'm going to go teach yoga now, which is what I do anyway. So whatever. But they really stand over you while you pack your desk. It's awful if you've ever been through it. So my suggestion would be, see what else is out there, or at least have like a headhunter or somebody that you can contact, because that makes me nervous. CP, if I wear the dress I intend to on the 20th, what will Brian feel about me? Will I lose weight by then? What will other office people feel? Are there chances of me hooking up with Brian on the 20th? All right. Let me see. Okay, so you got a 33% chance that you hook up with him because you have the Ace of Cups. The Fool is here, which is something fun and spontaneous. So it could happen out of the blue. The Hanged Man is here, which indicates to me that the relationship, if you guys hook up, the relationship is still not ready to move forward yet. So I'm thinking here, with the Fool and the Ace of Cups, there is a good chance that you do hook up with him. There is a good chance that you do hook up with him. All right. Okay, will you lose weight before the 20th? %70 chance you will lose weight before the 20th. The Strength card is in reverse, which indicates not applying yourself or not feeling, not being strong enough, maybe feeling a little bit weak, but you got this. I mean, you have 20 days, I would just, if you want my 2 cents, I would cut out the carbohydrates for the next 3 weeks, and I would cut out sugar, and I think that you'll be fine. As far as me being able to tell what other people think, other people, like a group of people, it's very hard for me to hone in on such a broad question when it comes to other people and getting into their minds. So I can't really answer that. I mean, if you could specifically give me the name of a person, then that would be a little bit different. And then, just a group of people. Because some people, like, for example, I teach yoga, so I teach to a group of people. Some people love the class. Some people think it's not fast enough. Some people think that the class is too fast. Some people think the room is not hot enough. Some people think the room is too hot. Some people hate the music. Some people love the music. So everyone's going to have a different opinion, and nobody is going to agree. That's one thing that you can be sure of. Okay. Katrina, messages from Spirit. Okay, the angel cards. Okay, Katrina, 5 of air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. The King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Balance, Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Ah, divine timing. I hope that helps. Look out for other people's intentions. Yeah, be careful who you trust, definitely. Taylor, how does Gilbert feel about me? Haha, the Wheel of Fortune. He feels like something is destined to happen here. The Fool in reverse. Just when this guy is in reverse, be careful that you're not acting without thinking, or he might do something. This could be warning us that he acts without thinking. If he does something stupid, if he does something that hurts your feelings, just be aware that it's not intentional. He made a stupid mistake and he did it without thinking. The Lovers. Soulmate relationship, a soulmate connection. However, there is a chance that, well, the King of Cups is here. It could be if one of you is a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. So like I said, if he does something stupid, try not to, you know, kill him for it. Because it was something that he literally did without thinking. Okay, all right. Well, then there just could be a water sign that's around you guys. A friend or somebody. Maybe he does something stupid with a friend. I don't know. Goes out with a Joe Schmo when he's supposed to be out with you or something. Or if he gets to it's something stupid when the Fool shows up in reverse. Oh my goodness, where was I? Okay. Justin, spirit guides. Just, all right. Let's go. The Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. The Wheel, Archangel Michael. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. The Ten of Fire. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress, health-related concerns. So whenever people get stressed out, my thing, I always suggest some kind of physical activity. If you've been feeling super stressed, even just going for a walk for 10 minutes can help break up some of that tension. Stress sucks. SMJ, how does my ex feel about me? The Emperor. So when the Emperor shows up, if one of you is an Aries, of you as somebody who is strong, they know how to get what they want. They're passionate about what they believe in. The Lovers. They think that they had a soulmate connection to you. It can also be that one of you is a Gemini, but in a reading like this, I would say that they feel like they're connected to you in some kind of a soulmate relationship. So if you, soulmate relationships break up and get back together. Let me just put that there. And they could be rough breakups, you know, very painful breakups. But that's soulmate relationships. They're much like this, and karmic ones are more like this. So you have a lot of highs and a lot of lows. They're very passionate. Tiffany, will I get out of this rut? Where am I headed? Will I get out of this rut? Yes, you had a 70% chance you're getting out of the rut and that money is coming to you, or a wish around money. So, look, we didn't have to ask light of day at the end of the tunnel, but but eventually the clouds break. It's shitty, but eventually we get there. So I think that you're going to get out of the rut, and you may have a new opportunity around you when it comes to money. But I'm going to pull a couple of more cards to see if I can get anything else. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Oh, great. The sun, happiness. So you're going to get out of this rut, and then you're going to have a fire sign show up here. This could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, and something is destined to happen. So whatever you're going through now, it's not the be all end all. It will pass. And I hate when people say that, but it will pass. Good luck. Taurus Tarot, general love. Okay. What's going on for Taurus Tarot? Haha. Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So either there's a Pisces, it could be a Pisces that's showing up, coming in here with an offering of love, or it could be a new creative project that you're working on. The Knight of Cups shows up. I can't swear it's a water sign, but there is a new love coming in, and the Empress card is here. So when the Empress shows up, I always just suggest to people, because you can never be too safe, that if you don't want children, be very careful, because this can indicate the conception or the birth of a child. It's also abundance, it's love, it's anything that has to do with the planet Venus. So it looks like if there's nobody in your life right now, somebody is showing up. If there is somebody in your life right now, they may be stepping up to the plate in a way that they haven't before. And the relationship goes to the next level. Arabian Princess. Will I meet up with Kay this week? Okay. You got a 70% chance you meet up with him. You know, at the weeks, like time frames that are so specific, I can't swear it's going to be this week. I would say a week to 10 days, 2 weeks, but I think that you're going to meet up with him shortly, like in the very near future. Lady, what are B's true feelings for his fiance, the Pisces, and his ex, the Virgo? Okay, so let's see, what are his true feelings for the Pisces first? Okay. So the Hanged Man here in reverse indicates he's no longer feeling stuck. He's moving forward. He's also, contradictory to that, holding himself back from something. And he's worried about money. So if I had to to draw a conclusion about how he feels about his ex. I'm thinking that there may be a monetary reason that's keeping him, not to the fiance, I mean, to the Pisces. It could be he could be doing it for monetary reasons. Like he's holding himself back. Like maybe he wants to get out of it and he's not getting out of it because he's afraid. It's a money thing. Then the Devil card shows up, which is some type of an addiction. I don't know if you know if he has an addiction. And it can be an addiction to anything. He could be a workaholic. He could be a chronic liar, anything. Being addicted to anything when the Devil shows up. And then there's a betrayal here. Somebody gets stabbed in the back. So I'm curious. Like I'm not seeing wedding cards here for him in the fiance. So that, to me, puts up a red flag. And I'm not seeing any serious love cards either. Now, let me see. How does he feel about the Virgo? Okay. The Virgo, he feels like the relationship was something that worked smooth. But for some reason, it just didn't lead to the happy home. He feels a spiritual connection to this person. However, there was some kind of a disaster that led to heartbreak. So from these two readings, I would say that he had a better connection and he feels more connected to the Virgo than he does the Pisces. The Pisces seems to be holding on to some kind of a financial thing for him. The Virgo, it seems like there was a disaster that broke his heart, but spiritually he feels a little bit more connected to. Your heart. Will Darius return to my life? Okay. You got a 70% chance with two aces, but you have the World card here. So when the World card shows up, it's destined. This person is definitely going to return to your life. More or less, does the age gap bother him? Okay, I got a 70% chance that yes, the age gap does bother him. But let me tell you this. A lot of times, if this is a new relationship, things like that make a big deal for the first 5 minutes and then everyone gets over it. I myself dated somebody for almost 10 years that was 13 years younger than me. And for the first 5 minutes, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Especially, you know, it depends to where the years are. You know, he was 18 when I started seeing him, and I was 29. No, was I 29? Maybe I was 30. I think we were 12 or 13 years apart. So when someone is 18, you know, then it's kind of like I felt awkward. You know, like you when you're 18, you think 30 is 100. When you're 30, you know, you think 50 is 100. You know, but when you look back on it and you're like, when you're 30, when you're 50, you're like, well, gee, 30 wasn't that old. So I think that, oh, you're new here. Welcome. So I think that it may be an issue or something he thinks about for the first few minutes, but I think it blows over. I do think it blows over. Because when you think about it, age really is just a number. I mean, I have some good friends of mine that are a lot younger than me, and I have good friends that are a lot older than me. You know, like people that I've worked with that were like close enough to be my parents' ages, but I was good friends with them. You know, what's the difference? It's the way the souls connect. It has nothing to do with what we look like or, you know. Charlie. Keep thinking about me, and will he call soon? Okay. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles, which is also, can also be another indication that you're going to get what you want. So everybody wants to know timing. I'm going to see if I can figure out when he's going to call. The 10 of Hearts. The hearts would be the springtime. I don't think you have to wait that long. The number 10 is around it. It could be the month of October. It could be September 10th. 10 days, 10 weeks. It could be at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. There's a 10 that surrounds it. But yes, this person is thinking of you and you will hear from them. Okay, where are we? Katrina, is new love coming in for me? %99 chance, yes, you got 3 aces. Justin, what will life be like after school? High school? Okay. Well, I think it may take you a minute to figure out what you want to do. There's a little bit of a betrayal here, or feeling betrayed by something. There's some arguing and bickering, and then there's a little bit of concern around money. So I'm thinking that when do you graduate? This year coming up? Is this your last year? It may take you a minute to figure out what you want to do. Waiting for your ship to come in, not sure how to move forward, feeling worried, but then it all passes because the Emperor shows up. So you might be feeling like a fish out of water, not knowing what direction to go in, but you're going to, when the Emperor shows up, it's like, you know what you want, you know how to go after it. Now you've made your decision to move forward and you're like tired of screwing around. So I think that it might be a little bit rocky in the beginning when you first graduate. But then you're going to figure out a direction and you're going to go for it and your life is going to move forward. Yeah, and it's going to move forward fast because the Knight of Swords is here. Elizabeth, will I ever find true love? You have a 70% chance because you've got 2 aces, and then you have this card, which indicates not only are you going to find true love, it's going to be your choice. You're going to be the one that's choosing who you want to be with. Good. SMJ, how does my XT feel about me? How does my XT feel about me? Ten of Cups, happiness on all levels. I don't know if one of you is a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. And he's crying over spilt milk. If he did something that caused the demise of this relationship, he's regretting it. He's definitely regretting it. All right, I'm going to answer one more, and then I'm going to go because my father called, and he's in Florida with this crazy storm, and he's stubborn old Italian that doesn't want to evacuate. I don't know if he's in an evacuation zone, but, you know, he's always a pain in the ass, so I just want to call him back, but I'm going to come back on tonight at 7. So let me just answer one more question. Eric, can you tell me if Nick will reach out to me this week? Okay. Is Nick reaching out this week? %70 chance, yes, he is reaching out, and the devil card is here. So, you know, the devil is addictions and earthly pleasures, all kinds of things that are not good for us, but that we enjoy. So this person, I think he's going to reach out to you, and I think you're going to do something with him fun. But let me tell you this, I can't swear it's going to happen this week. The timing thing, you know, that can be really difficult. But I think that relatively soon, I would say within the next couple of weeks, that there's going to be some connection with Nick. Okay, guys, thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. I will be back on tonight at 7 o'clock, and hopefully I'll be able to stay on longer. I should be able to later because my class tonight is canceled, so I'm going to be home. But that's about it. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And new people, you can send in the questions during the chat. I'll answer them as I try to get to as many as I can. And if you want a private reading, on my community pages, the prices are listed. I try to do them as fast as I can, usually within 24 hours, if possible. Okay, thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you tonight at 7 Eastern New York time. Bye-bye.